April 19th, 9:30 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 4. Day 2, court is now in session, all rise. Court is back in session for the trial of Damien Tenma. Apollo Justice Defense Team Leader is ready, Your Honor. Athena Sykes, Assistant Defender, is ready too, Your Honor. Just let's prevent, I don't know, that was just a blind shot in the dark. Chipper's effort, I see, and infringed no less. And the rescution. Oh, they cuffed him again. Very well then. By the way, I asked Detective Fulbright to write sturdier shackles today. There'll be no more of your funny business this time, Prosecutor Blackwell. Now your opening statement, if you would. I believe it's standard procedure for the prosecution to handle it. Looks like the judge is really bringing it today. You probably realized how Blackwell played him. That was one mean game, Simon Says. Yeah, His Honor has to fight to defend his honor today. Your boldness. It's plain to see that you've always dreamed of delivering an epic opening statement. I have. I don't know if I'd say that. Why, of course you have. I saw it in your eyes last time you gave the opening statement. That was the look of someone who yearns deeply for the thrill of an epic opening statement. For decades now, you've been watching opening statements from your bench. They were the crown jewels of the court. The one thing you could not possess. The crown jewels of the court? No, at long last, they are within your grasp. How can you possibly refuse? So you don't mind if I do it then? I'll make a special exception, just this once. Here we go again. Yep, more Blackwell's mind games. Well, in that case, I think I might go ahead and make the opening statement myself. In yesterday's session, we learned the shocking truth that the victim, Alderman Rex Hubie, was the Amazing Ninetales. We also learned that the Amazing Ninetales was a key figure in the yokai craze and anti-merger protests. It was further revealed that upon learning Rex Hubie's secret identity, Mayor Damien Tenma murdered him. The fact that the crime took place in a tightly locked room was also brought to light. The only people in that tightly locked room were the defendant and the victim. The defense supposes the existence of a hypothetical third party, but further investigation revealed no proof of a third party who had escaped the room. Ergo, we must conclude that the evidence against the defendant is, well, conclusive. Did I say something wrong? That's quite astonishing. You've truly outdone yourself this time. Oh, one more thing to boast about to my grandchild. Well, this is not an unexpected turn of events. Now then, it seems the prosecution has called a new witness to testify. The inexpressible yokai events at the scene of the crime. Was that not demand some sort of explanation? The feathers and tracks weren't those left by the mayor while he was possessed. That was but an act to protect his daughter. Oh, yes, of course. I had expected as much. Wait, did you actually believe the mayor's award-winning performance? His daughter was the one who planted the yokai evidence. Ergo, the true identity of the yokai in the manor was the mayor's maid, Jinxie Tenma.
Objection!
Prosecution engaging in mere conjecture. We care for some witness testimony then. For I'm ready to prove that little scamp behind the For I'm ready to prove that little scamp is one behind the Tenma Taro farce. Witness testimony. Of any means filch in that creep LaBelle. Very well, then. Bailiff, would you bring in the first witness? Oh, it is, huh? Mr. Filch, you made quite a hasty Mr. Filch made quite the hasty act yesterday. See, it doesn't happen again today. No, for my hasty retreat since I was a kid. A bit of a trademark of mine. Indeed, he managed to get a total of 5 bailiffs to slip. Like those amateurs could never nab me! Yipes! Perhaps you should shackle you by the neck. That would keep you in place. Yipes, no please! I'm liable to rip my own hair off if I start running! Your statement, now. Yes, sir, Mr. Blackhead, sir. He beat a hasty retreat, but there's no escaping Plusker or Blackquill. Yeah, Blackquill didn't strike me as the give-up-easy type. Now then, Mr. Fulch, your testimony, please. Specifically, the true nature of the yokai you saw in the manor shortly after the crime. The yokai is Jinxie. Tenma Taro was really that little maid girl, ain't no doubt about it. I mean, Tenma Taro I saw was just a little thing about her size. But the little run had a big old staff. I seen when she came into the foyer. But she stole it from the Forbidden Chamber after stumbling on the crime scene. She's gonna use it to wallop me on the... She's gonna use it to wallop me on account of my future reputation. I just know it. So Tenma Taro was short in stature. That's because it was Miss Jinxie Tenma all along. You betcha! Besides, all the rest in the manor are way taller than her. Feigning height is but an easy thing. But a big ox like the defendant can never pass for short. What if the Tenma Taro impersonator was walking on their knees? We're no knee walking, I see it myself. Perhaps the yokai really was Miss Tenma after all. All monsters are not but tricks, either of the mind or the cheap part of variety. You're saying she created an illusion like one of those magical eye things. Precisely. Human senses are easily deceived. Take the fellow in the next cell next to me. Each night he cries and screams about some ghost he thinks he sees. But in truth, it was simply the janitor. Prosecutor Blackquill just gave up with the ghost, literally. The ginger's deathly complexion and all-white attire are no doubt partially to blame. And the fact that he constantly mutters about taking vengeance for this or that. That actually sounds like a real ghost to me. The vet's very questions are in the witness. The yokai is Jinxie. The Tenma Taro was about that size, huh? Let's give this a press. I take you got a good look at how tall the Tenma Taro impersonator was. you betcha. I got a habit of sizing people up. I could even give you a primer on how to pull it off. All under the table, notch. I got a figure for figuring out where people's pockets are and how much money they have. I size them up real good before I relieve them of their valuables. You just admitted to being a pickpocket right here in court. Just witness told that the Tenma Taro entered the foyer. It's right, I do. Big staff.
Hold it!
Well, you're not gonna brush it all off by claiming the perp was short. Must have hit a raw nerve because you that tall yourself. Look who's talking, mister. I gotta stand in a box just to testify. Anyway, Mr. Phelps, correct me if I'm wrong. But didn't you also say Tenma Taro you saw had a staff? Cross my heart, hope to die. I know because it went jingle and a jangle. And where do you suppose that staff came from? The staff, you say? Well, Stole from the Forbidden Chamber, huh? Suppose you mean to say that Jinxie Tenma entered the Forbidden Chamber to get one? Well, I ain't never seen a staff like that from the manor. It had to be the Forbidden Chamber. Oh, really? The stench of the bell was thick in the air tonight. Jinxie entered the Forbidden Chamber after the incident. then took the staff and tried to come up for action by trying to beat Tenma Taro. I guess what Filch is trying to say. Can you see if he entered the forbidden chamber if she wanted to? Oh yeah, no. There's one thing I was wondering about. Where did that yokai have a staff in the first place? Well, I'll cut my hunches about that. Yeah, do we still have that evidence, by the way? Yeah, the key. The mayor had it. Yeah.
Objection!
It seemed that Tenma Taro was in fact not this innocent little girl. How do you figure that? You claim that the Tenma Taro you saw had one of those staves from the Forbidden Chamber. But it would have been impossible for Miss Tenma to get a hold of one. Could you elaborate, Mr. Justice? The mayor swallowed this key shortly after the murder. You wanted to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber. What's this? This key was deep in the mayor's stomach when Miss Tenma discovered the crime scene. So you see, it wouldn't have been possible for her to get into the Forbidden Chamber. In short, the Tenma Taro seen holding that staff could have been Jinky Tenma. Ah! Ah! What? But then whose defense believe was impersonating Tenma Taro? Our Tenma Taro impersonator is none other than Mayor Tenma's aide.
Objection!
Such accusation would beg evidence. Aside of his ghastly appearance, can you prove he is the yokai we seek? Yes, in fact, I can. Very well. Let's see where this defense is going with this. Your Justice, please show us the proof it's the trinity of the Tenma Taro impersonator. The hand cream?
Take that!
We found this hand cream in the Forbidden Chamber. We know that whoever was Tenma Taro took one of the staffs out of there. In short, I believe whoever this hand cream belongs to is the yokai impersonator we've been looking for. But Mr. Justice, how do you propose to identify the hand cream's owner? I'm glad you asked, Your Honor. This defense quest looking for analysis on this piece of evidence might tell us who it belongs to. Interesting. So you expect to find the yokai prints there. Very well. Have I call a short recess while I wait for the fingerprint results? No need for that, Your Boldness. We have fingerprints of everyone in the manor that day. You call it Prosecutor Blackwell? Could anyone be more whipped? Fulbright, analyze this footprints. You have 3 minutes. Yours is my command. Very well then. This will just wait right here. The team the fingerprint analysis complete. What do the results show? What in the world? They're Florent LaBelle's prints, aren't they? This is absurd! Prosecutor Blackwell? I'm not gonna like this, am I? Don't tell me! There's Tenma Taro's prints! Fingerprint analysis has revealed that the prints belong to... Phineas Filch.
Objection!
Wait, what? What? Miss LaBelle was the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber.
Objection!
Why, you tricksy little tanuki. Explain yourself, now! Sure, the prints are mine! I mean, I had to pilfer that hand cream from Miss LaBelle after all. So you're the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber. So what if I did? I got a problem with it? Yikes! You fool of a tanuki! Order! Mr. Justice, try to explain what this could mean. Excellent question. The fact that the Miss Filch was in the Forbidden Chamber. Wait a second. Did this mean the Tenma Taro holding that staff was Phineas Filch. Yipes! Let the cat out of the bag! Mr. Filch is Tenma Taro. I don't understand. Does this mean Mr. Filch is the real killer? This will explain himself this instant. Begging your pardon, your ownership, but I was doing what the alderman told me. You wanted me to be Tenma Taro in the village exorcism ritual. Oh, you mean that event at the Ninetales Festival? That was you inside the Tenma Taro costume. Yep, and after the event, I went to watch the pro wrestling program. But it bored me to tears on account of the wrestlers being complete jobbers. So you didn't actually watch the entire wrestling match. That's when I looked at the Tenma Taro costume and got a great idea. No one can tell it's me while I'm wearing it. And because of the superstitions, no matter what I do, the village just won't say a word. In other words, use the superstitions to effectively render yourself invisible. Why do you want to enter the hidden chamber in the first place? Because of the treasure there! I thought that was my big chance to seek out an ambit. Treasure? Oh, that is the greatest quick chance in the universe! Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there. He went there not knowing his grandfather already pilfered it. Guess that's one tale that didn't get passed down from Grandpappy to grandson. Wait, how exactly did you get into the hidden chamber? There's a meeting in the Fox Chamber that day. Plus, the mayor swallowed the only key that opened the hidden chamber's door. You couldn't have possibly gotten in. I could get through the air vent in the foyer. The midst left to the Olivan's picture. I went on in and made a nice little hole. You said to get in the air duct that leads to the hidden chamber, I did. You what? But how's that even possible? Wait a sec. Remember the air vent in the hidden chamber? So Mr. Phelps found a way to get into that air duct. And that's how we got from the foyer vent to the hidden chamber vent. So Tenma Taro is nothing more than a cat burglar, or rather a tanuki burglar. Effectively without anyone to charge for the alderman's murder. Looks like our so-called yokai is no more than one big troublemaker. Tell me, Mr. Filch, what did you have to really fleeing the foyer? I got that costume right quick. Would have caused trouble at that point. And where's that costume now? Heck if I know. And it ain't my fault if you never find it. Please search every nook and cranny. No yokai costume was left in that manner. But if it was tossed outside the manor... Ah... No way. But maybe, just maybe... The event seems to have hit upon an idea. We'll go on, Mr. Justice. Okay, here's what I think. Mr. Filch, did you get rid of the costume here? The window.
Take that!
Did you toss it out the window? Because that would certainly explain why I didn't turn up inside the manor. You think I tossed it out the window? That costume cost me a pretty penny. So how'd I go do something like that? I can think of a few reasons. Any bright ideas, Apollo? Well, assuming the costume really was tossed out the window. The next question would be, what happened to it after that? If I'm right, it might have just the thing to prove what happened to it, a costume. Phineas Filch. I have just the evidence for you. You do! This evidence proves you got rid of your Tenma Taro costume through the window. The newspaper.
Take that!
Ah, that's... Tenma Taro flying through the sky! Instead of that prove Mr. Filch threw his costume out the window. It's quite simple. It's not Tenma Taro in the photo, it's a costume Mr. Filch threw out. Oh, that's crazy talk! You ain't serious, are you? There's a steep cliff right outside the foyer window, meaning the manor is pretty high up. The costume flew through the air after it was tossed out. That's when the photo was taken. In other words, the photo of Tenma Taro was really a flight of fancy. What? Yikes! Oh my, so there really was never a yokai. Oh, I can't keep any of them cats bagged. Yes, the fly came for the lost costume. This more than proves the defense position. Trixie Tenma had nothing to do with the staging of the yokai sighting. Could have raising objections to us to Blackpool. None whatsoever. I'll deal with that Trixie Tanuki after I've dealt with this case. We did it. Good going. Now all we have to do is make Fontainebleau take the stand.
Objection!
Sheathing this sword a bit early, are we not? Huh? Nothing has been proven beyond a doubt. Take this tricksy little Tanuki, for instance. How do you suppose he was able to exit the Forbidden Chamber? Probably the same way he got in? Through the chamber's air vent. What if the feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime? It's just that the Tanuki exited through the chamber door, not the air vent.
Objection!
But the front chamber doesn't open from the inside. What you're saying makes no sense. Right? Someone on the outside opened the door for you, isn't that right? Yep, that's right, Mr. Blackjack. The door suddenly sprang right open.
Hold it!
Sprung right open. Who's on the other side? Didn't get a good look on account of the sudden glare. Like how the reflection from my head blinds my fellow moviegoers from emerging in the dark. That's when I snatched that staff and made my daring escape. That little maid gal spotted me as I hightailed down the hall. The Forbidden Chamber wasn't open until after the crime was discovered. But wait, we don't still know who opened it. Maybe there really was a third person in the Fox Chamber.
Objection!
Well, you little Tanuki. When the Forbidden Chamber opened, did you see the accused passed out there? Nope, only one who was there, the alderman. He was dead as a doornail. The accused wasn't there. What do you suppose he was up to? Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going. Ah, don't tell me. Plainly, the only one who could have opened the Forbidden Chamber was the accused, Damien Tenma. Ah.
Hold it!
Okay. It's not looking good, but Athena has something to say, so we'll come back next time and see what that is. So until next time.